What if your current workplace retirement contribution settings are serving your company's corporate balance sheet much more than your future net worth? Two corporate colleagues might earn the exact same base salary, yet one is quietly accumulating long-term wealth twice as fast as the other. The difference does not stem from risky stock market trading, but from a hidden structural design built directly into your everyday payroll architecture. Standard company payroll systems are intentionally optimized to keep employee benefit liabilities highly predictable, subtly freezing your personal wealth accumulation velocity. If you turn away now, you risk leaving thousands of dollars in free, compounding capital completely untouched before the next payroll cycle locks. To understand this invisible drain, we must dismantle the corporate benefit reservoir, where your personal wealth velocity is determined by two separate streams. The first stream represents your immediate pre-tax adjustments, which the human brain naturally discounts by selecting the default option during onboarding. When your personal contribution valve is set too narrow, the automated corporate mechanism triggers a secondary lock, keeping employer funds completely shut. Failing to reach that maximum employer matching threshold means you are instantly accepting a devastating negative 100% return on totally free capital. That unclaimed matching money does not sit waiting for you. It dissolves unnoticed, returning directly back into the company's internal treasury. Behavioral economics shows that human psychology inherently prioritizes immediate wallet liquidity over distant security, falling directly into this passive systemic trap. By treating your workplace matching program as a secondary savings bucket, you completely disrupt the compounding momentum required for real financial freedom. Without maximizing this tax-advantaged vehicle, your current year income tax liabilities remain unnecessarily bloated, continuously dragging down your net velocity. When you front-load this tax minimization instrument, every single matching dollar turns into a high-powered engine for aggressive wealth accumulation. Every single pay period you leave uncalibrated represents a permanent forfeiture of compounding velocity that can never be recovered in the future. Upgrading your financial intelligence requires stripping away the administrative fog. Subscribe to Economecha right now to master the systemic financial design that governs your wealth velocity. By joining our global community today, you instantly gain access to the psychological frameworks needed to outsmart automated capitalistic triggers. Let us look deeper into the administrative mechanisms where standard corporate professionals unknowingly surrender their baseline financial leverage every single day. Most human resource onboarding portals present a standard 3% contribution rate as a safe, conservative baseline for new hires. But mathematically, this specific default rate is designed to keep company benefit allocations minimized and completely predictable across the board. Your brain interprets this automated baseline as safe, falling victim to the status quo bias, while your long-term wealth velocity freezes. Breaking out of this institutional design requires an intentional, calculated intervention into your employer's automated benefit architecture tonight. Understanding how these tax-advantaged accounts interact is the critical foundation for maximizing your real workplace savings velocity. When you actively override the default percentages, you instantly shift from a passive corporate saver to an aggressive wealth accumulator. Meet Profile A and Profile B, two corporate professionals who earn the exact same base salary but finish their careers with entirely different financial destinies. Profile A consistently accepts the automated corporate default settings of a 3% contribution, believing their long-term retirement planning is completely secure. Because they accepted this passive entry-level setting, they unknowingly forfeit the full employer matching benefits that drastically amplify wealth accumulation velocity. When unexpected liquidity crunches inevitably occur, they initiate a premature hardship withdrawal from their retirement fund, triggering an immediate 10% administrative tax penalty. This critical structural leakage, combined with ongoing investment stagnation, causes Profile A's long-term capital trajectory to flatten into a near-permanent state of wealth deceleration. In sharp contrast, Profile B actively overrides their automated onboarding parameters, intentionally resetting their baseline contribution to capture the maximum corporate match. They protect their compounding velocity by deploying tactical tax-advantaged rebalancing, ensuring no structural leakage or administrative penalties ever compromise their assets. Because their capital is continuously amplified by the full employer matching mechanics, Profile B's trajectory demonstrates an accelerated vertical incline over decades. The final financial delta between these two behaviors amounts to hundreds of thousands of dollars, completely independent of their baseline salary. Profile B successfully bypassed the natural human cognitive error that discounts future financial security in favor of immediate, short-term lifestyle liquidity. They forced the automated payroll architecture to serve their personal long-term balance sheet, rather than leaving free corporate cash behind. To replicate these results, you must deploy a highly scientific asset management life hack known as the Match First Reset paradigm. This systematic protocol requires you to manually log into your corporate workplace benefit portal tonight, stripping away the standard administrative fog. Your immediate objective is to manually override the corporate default contribution percentage, refusing to let the company minimize its benefit liabilities. You must recalibrate your input parameter to match the exact peak ceiling of the employer's free matching program without hesitation. Simultaneously, you must activate an automated annual 1% escalation barrier, forcing your savings velocity to increase seamlessly alongside future raises. By automating this upward behavioral escalation, you bypass the psychological friction of manually adjusting your lifestyle allocations every single year. Do not delay this intervention. Open your corporate payroll portal tomorrow morning and locate the contribution modifier bar immediately. Shift your baseline setting right now to claim every single matching dollar available before the next payroll cycle permanently locks you out. Stop treating your workplace account as a passive secondary savings bucket and transform it into an aggressive wealth maximization instrument. Reclaiming this foregone capital is the definitive foundation to master the systemic financial design and permanently accelerate your compounding velocity. By taking command of these structural settings, you eliminate the hidden leakages that silently dissolve standard employee net worth. You transform an overlooked corporate benefit into a high-powered wealth generation vehicle that rapidly elevates your long-term capital trajectory. This calculated behavioral modification guarantees that your future compounding momentum operates at its absolute peak performance capacity starting tomorrow. To continuously upgrade your financial intelligence and dismantle the subtle institutional traps of consumer capitalism, make sure to follow this guide closely. Subscribe to Economecha right now, secure your personal wealth velocity, and never let free compounding corporate capital dissolve unnoticed again.